let's dive into politics this morning. Let's talk about Madam Abna Cecilia Dapaah, yes, the former sanitation minister. It has come to our knowledge that the FBI, that's the Federal Bureau of Investigation of the United States of America, has decided to probe into the investigation or to investigate her assets in the USA. This issue is really getting big. It's really getting big. Now, Madam Cecilia, this year, in the middle of this year, made several headlines when her house helps were arrested for stealing over $1 million from her house. Yes, they've been doing that for almost a year. It's either almost or over a year now, until her husband finally caught them. Meaning, just the money is at home that they didn't even know that these people were stealing from them. So her husband found them in their bedroom in the act. This is really serious. I mean, these households, that is, one is 18, one is 30 something year, they have houses. Yeah, they stole this money, bought houses, bought cars, bought assets. Some even made donations with this money. Family members were comfortable from them, and it's really a big something. Now the woman reported them when she found out that this is what they were doing. She reported them without knowing that this issue would have gotten out of hand. If she knew that it would be this big, I'm sure she wouldn't have reported them and then maybe swept this under the carpet. Because when Ghanaians realize that, hey, you have all these money at home, you have dollars, you have CDs, the police are saying it took them over 5 hours. 5 hours, not just 5 minutes, 5 hours to finish counting the money in Cecilia Dapaah's house. 5 hours. They said they found safer, they found dollars, a lot. See the number of people living in poverty in Ghana, and you, sanitation minister, have this amount of money at home in your household, not even your bank account. What if this is what you have at home? Then let's just imagine what you have in your bank accounts. In your bank accounts. Because $1 million is not small money. It's not something small. Now $100 is like 1,000 cedis. So just imagine, just $100 of that and 1 million of that. That is huge. Now yesterday, the OSP, yes, the Office of the Special Prosecutor, reported that the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, have decided to also investigate Cecilia Dapaah's assets in the USA. Yes, she has assets in the US, she has properties in the USA, she has accounts in the USA. So they are going to investigate her assets over there to know how come she was able to access all this wealth. Because you can't tell me it's just because a ministerial role that has given you this much money. If you have that amount of money in your house, then I'm imagining what the finance minister also has. Because you are just the sanitation minister, you were the gender women something minister before Adjasafo. Then you were later moved to the sanitation minister. You were given over $40 million to clean the Odona River. And look at Odona River. Look at how it is, the gutters. Look at how it is today. When it rains, it's even worse than at first. When it rains, it's worse than at first. You didn't do nothing. You did nothing. Your president was like, he's going to make Accra the cleanest city. But look at Accra. It's one of the most dirtiest city in the country. Accra is one of the most dirtiest city in the country. Now you are giving us a cock and bull story, telling us that you sold your company, that is what gave you the money. Now investigations also proved that company, I forgot, is it Demacare? Yes, that company was sold in 2003. Before the currency was changed to this new currency. So even if you sold that money, that's 200 million back then, you should have $20,000 cedis in your house. She's trying to say she hasn't used that money since she sold the company. Really? 2003 till now, you haven't used the money. And were you feeding the money for it to amount to such an amount of money in your house? Secondly, she's claiming $200,000 is from her niece in the USA. And according to the niece, when she was she said she brought the money cash into the country, which I think is a lie. Because if you can't bring more than 10,000, to my knowledge, you can't bring more than $10,000 into the country. Yes, she claims her niece, because even if you get to the airport, you can't pass through immigration with that amount of money in cash. You have to declare it. You have to declare it. And the niece is saying she brought it cash to the country for Cecilia Dapaah to keep it. It doesn't really make sense. It honestly doesn't make sense. Now, they're also saying the money is from the late brother, and the late brother gave Cecilia Dapaah money to keep for her, which to my knowledge, the late brother, when was alive, was living like a pauper. According to the wife, was living like a pauper. So if you claim that money was from your late brother, why don't you give it to his wife? How can a pauper have $1 million? This is very, very strange. Anyway, we hope the FBI can investigate very well, and then whatever it is, if she has to be arrested, she has to be arrested. Because from all indications, if the FBI is involved, that means there's corruption somewhere. It means you are taking that money from corruption or something, which Ghanaians don't really have faith in the special prosecutor or something, because all these people, the special prosecutor, the police service, whatever, they were all appointed by the government. They are working under the government. Now, when Cecilia Dapaah resigned, look at what Akufo-Addo said. My dear Cecilia, calling her dear Cecilia. He knows she will come out of this victorious. Really? All your ministers everybody's doing just what they want. Corruption under Akufo-Addo is too much. It's too much. We are tired. Galamsey, cutting down of tree. We are tired. As for Galamsey fights, it's another topic on its own, because it's not going to stop today. It's not going to stop tomorrow, because there are some officials underneath it that don't want to stop, because they make money from that side. And I learned there's a lot of money from that side. So they make money from that side. Today, the ordinary Ghanaian can't even boast of 3 square meal. Even 2 square meal is a problem. But we have the sanitation minister keeping this money in her house. If sanitation minister has this money, imagine what the finance minister has. Imagine what other ministers has. Now they are saying they should declare their assets. Everyone should declare their assets. Ghanaians are trying to push for a law where ministers or rich men will declare their assets for the state to know this is what I have. That is why I have this wealth, which I think is fine. I think it's right. They have to, because some of these rich people, we don't even know where they make their money from. They just one day, boom, they are rich, and we don't even know how they make their money. So I think declaring their assets is right. And the FBI involved in Cecilia Dapaah's case, I am very much happy, because we get a results that maybe we can't get from our own people in our country. I'm not saying I don't believe the special prosecutor. I do believe in whatever work he is doing, but the FBI in the USA, I kind of give them 100% trust, because they don't take bribes to do. I'm not saying the special prosecutor take bribes. No, I'm not saying that, but they will just do their work diligently, and I'm very happy they are into this case. Whatever it is, Cecilia Dapaah, if you had known this case would go this big, I'm sure you wouldn't have reported your house helps. But whatever it is, if all these you are claiming to be right, you come out victorious. If it's not right, whatever consequences there is, I think you should face it.